Let me share my screen. So yesterday, what topics were covered? So user creation. How many types of users? We have it two types of users. One is the implementation user, and one is the business user. Okay. So implementation user is nothing but your application implementation consultant, and this is the IT security manager. So this is a employee user. So what are the navigation you can able to see here? So after the session, I can forward this document to Satish, then he can help you to send to you. Okay. And what are the main IMP points you can able to share? So for example, if you want to create a custom role, so how to go? So to create the custom roles, just you can copy the seeded roles and you can create the custom roles. Like this, you can see that. Okay. And the next one is the role based access control. So what are the roles? Job roles, duty roles, and abstract roles. But what is the job role? Is nothing but our AP manager, and duty roles and related. Okay. And what are the roles are required for the user? So one is the application implementation consultant, and one is the IT security manager. So by assigning the application implementation consultant to your user, what happens? So you can able to do the setup and maintenance, configuration and all. So the next one is the IT security manager. If you are doing IT security manager, what happen? So you can able to access the security console. So while once you access the security console, then you can create the users and roles. Okay. The next one is the creation of implementation project. Okay, so we covered this one also. Okay, so what is the creation of implementation? Before going to create any project, so in any organization, so they have to create a project and they have to assign the resource and they have to give the timelines and all. So how to configure in the system? So yesterday we covered that. Okay. And what are the offerings? Offerings nothing but your financials, procurement, HCM. So, for example, if you're going to implement financial project, then you have to select offering as a financial. So, what are the options are there? So, each a financial application, so we have a different options like GL, AP, ARCF, etc., etc. For example, if they are going to implement procurement, so then purchasing is there. So, if any they are selecting offering as HCM, then HCM related all roles are there. Okay. And what is this? This is just like nodes. So enable offerings and options. So once you enable the offerings and options, what happen? The system will create the task list. That system will create the task list for your implementation project. Okay. So what is the task list? For example, I I selected as a offering as a financial. So then I can able to enter my calendar. I can able to create my chart of accounts. Okay. So like this, these are the tasks. So the system automatically create the task list for your project, not for the ledger. Okay. So this is at the project level. So then once you create the ledger, then we'll see how to create the out the assigning happen for the ledgers also for the task. And the next one is what is the accounting calendar? So accounting calendar is nothing but your two types. One is the financial calendar and one is the fiscal calendar. Apart from that, so you can use the adjustment periods, okay, which are required for business requirement for the to do any adjustment transactions. Okay, and currency. So what are the types of currencies? Which is the seeded one. So we are using the seeded one only. And so normally we can call it as a functional currency and foreign currency. So right now we're in the flexible. So how many types of flexible? Three types of flexibles. One is the key flexible, one is the descriptive, and one is the extensible. So key is the what? Key is the mandatory, which is the, what is the flexible name? Accounting flexible. Okay. And what is the flexible? Combination of segments. Okay. So here we stopped. So let me go to instance now. So as of now, okay. So anyone have this topic? Okay. So yesterday topics are anyone having doubts? Please let us know before going to today's session. Yeah, fine. So let me log in into our user. So once you enter user and password, just you can go to your setup and maintenance. So what is this one? So anyone can tell what is this?
Navigation.
Navigator.
Yes, correct. I want like. And what is this?
Notification. Notification.
Yes, correct. What is this?
Favorite.
Favorites. Yeah. So now I'm going to setup and maintenance. I'm going to setup and maintenance again. So how can you get this setup and maintenance? If in the real time the maybe some user is complaining about that I'm not able to see the setup and maintenance. So what is the solution for that?
We have to assign the application implementation consultant role. Then
Correct,
only it will
exactly.
display.
X. So if you're not assigning application implementation consultant, then we cannot able to see the setup and maintenance. So the same way. So if we are going to security console, so we have to assign the role called IT
IT
security manager.
manager.
Okay, so
Right. IT
where can I find out? Find it that IT security. Go to tools
tools.
and here you can able to see. So once you click this one, automatically it will go to your user and name. Now let me go to our project now. So what is our project name? Yesterday we have created, right? So go to manage implementation project. So yesterday already we created FinCloud. Okay, just you can search it that project. So this one and go to edit now. So all this one. So for example, what are the offerings I have? One is the financials and one is the procurement and one is the order management. Still, if you want to add tomorrow, after 1 month or 2 months, if you want to add one more offering as per your business requirement, then how to add it? So go to actions. Okay, select and add. So just go to actions and select and you can add that. So you are able to see all the offerings, which is the seeded one. For example, I want to add some customer data management. Just you can select that and you can add it. So that means what happens? So this offering also is part of your implementation project. Okay, so this is the way you can add. So maybe to after some time I want to add my product management, which is your inventory in R12. Okay, or otherwise I want to add my order management. So anyway, it is there already. Otherwise, I want to add my FAH, Fusion Accounting Hub. So the same way you can add it here. So, okay, so in future, if you want to any adding offerings, just you can go to actions and you can let. So this is the one. So if you want to remove any task, if you want to remove any task or offering, okay, before doing implementation, just you can do that. Okay, so this is like a assign task. Okay, and if you want to edit the status, this is the status of that. So for example, if you're selecting as financials, what is the current status I want to see? So just go to edit status, then you can able to see. So all the status. Okay, this is for your task, this is for your financial. So see here you are able to see that two status. This is for your each offering wise and this is for your project wise. Okay, so this is the different and this is the different. So if you want to see that status, this one is the different. Okay, and for example, if you are clicking the financials offerings, what happen, what it will come? So it will create all the task list, right? So once you enable the offerings to your project, then what happen, it will create the task list. What is the task list? So these all are the task list. For example, if we are coming to, these are the task list. Now for this is related to define common application configuration, implementation user, setup for financials. Okay, so these are the list of tasks. So you can define here also and go to enterprise structure. Okay, so these are the list of tasks. For example, if you want to create a calendar, so what is my navigation? You can go here also. Okay, go to define common financial application and 1 minute. Go to Weber. Mm, okay, define common. and go to ledgers. Here financial reporting is there, so you have to go to financial reporting. Where is that? You have to search it actually navigation. Okay, so here financial reporting, otherwise it's very go to like that. Otherwise if you want to go for searching also you can go there. Okay, manage, what is that? So manage calendar, I want to create my calendar. Okay, just you can search it. See, many calendars are there because the calendar setup is sharing all the applications. So the same calendar setup you can able to create from order management, and you can able to create from financials also. Okay, just you can take as a financials. So you can able to see the path which is your navigation. Okay, so this is the one. Just click this one. Okay, if you want to see the hierarchy of this, okay, so what is the navigation? So you can, if you want to see that, see this is the, so you have to select the financials, and you have to come to define common application configuration for financials, and enterprise structure financials, and define financial reporting. This is the navigation. So this is the way also you can find out. So if you okay, so this is the way also you can find out the hierarchy and all. Okay, is it fine? So if you don't want to go like this, I want to go other way also, there is another way also. So directly you can go from same navigation. Here also you can able to see that, just you have to select offering as a financials here, and you can able to see that. Go to financial reporting structure, go to financial and financial reporting structure, you can able to see the calendar also. So both are the same, both are the same forms, you can able to see that. Is it okay? So the next one is, again I am going to project. Okay, so go to implementation project again, manage implementation project. So this is for edit. Okay, just click the edit. What happened now? Okay, this is fine. So now just you are coming back. Okay, now so what is the now? So now see the status of that. So if we are coming to actions again, so everything is okay, right? So edit status, assign task. If you want to assign one more task to this one, so you can assign. So just go to assign task. Okay, first you have to select the task first, then go to assign task. Okay, go to assign tasks. So you this task is belongs to which user, so you have to give the, for example I want to give the one functional consultant total financial, okay, offering, then you can give the username here. Okay, just come to here and click the add, and you can able to see the list of users which is created in IT security manager. Okay, which is our security concern. So what is our username? Just FinCloud. Okay, just click this one, so you can able to see the list of users, and you can select it and just click apply and done. So this is the way you can assign any task or any offering to the user. So in the real time, normally what happen if you are going to any real time implementation project, so for financial, all modules are there like GL, AP, AR, FA, right? So only one owner for the GL and one owner for the AP, like that will be. So in this case, what we need to do, for if you are coming to financials again, financials AP also part of the financial offering, right? So you can assign the AP, all AP related tasks to the particular AP consultant, and GL related tasks all the GL consultant, like that we can do that. So if the project is very small, so no need to only one person can work that. Okay, and next one is, what is this? View. Okay, so what is that? If you are coming to this one, just go to view, and this is for columns. So okay, go to columns, see all this one, these are the columns you can able to see here. Okay, so status, so you can able to see the status and all. Okay, so so if any column is missing, just you come to view columns, you can check it here. Okay, just you can enable, then automatically it will display in the form. If you don't want you see that maybe that is a invalid field, so we don't want to see that information, maybe not required for us, so in this case just you can disable that. Okay, so this is the column information. Okay, if you go to manage columns, what happens? So it will show the list of columns. So see, you are able to see that. What is that? So you are able to see. So what is the priority? What is the first column you want to see? What is the next column you want to see? Everything you can do that. So just you can drag on. Okay. This is the column information. And the next one is, what is that? So columns is okay. And this is the just like a reordered column. Okay. So you can able to see nothing is there important. And this is for format. So what is the format? So if you want to do some format again, so you can just go to, you can do the format and all. Okay. For example, I want to, this is more showing. So then go to here and reset the columns and all. Okay, this is fine. And if you want to add new one, so here also you can add it. Otherwise, you can add it here also. Okay. So if you want to one more offering by using add button also you can do that. Okay. By using the add button also you can do that here. And if you can go that one also. There are two ways. Okay. And this is for deleting. So okay. So if you want to delete anything, then just you can delete. Once the project is completed, then we have to freeze that. Okay. That is the purpose of the freeze. So, and assigning task. Okay, if you want to assign the task at the project level, then you can go the this one. And okay, is it fine? And once, what is the next one? So if you want to see the any actions view, okay, just go to edit here. Okay, fine. So if you want to see the project status report, so for example, each financial, each wise, each what that offering wise, I want to see the report, then you can go to view reports. You can able to see the task list here. So what are the tasks are mandatory or tasks are there and not mandatory are there, you can able to see. For example, if you click the excel format, okay, so list of the task you can able to see that. So it will automatically download it. Okay, just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. So what happens, so while for this offering financial, what are the tasks are there, what are the mandatory and what are the not mandatory, and to whom you are assigning, and what is the status, everything you can able to see here. Okay, just click open here. Yeah, so these are the tasks, okay, related to our financial offering. Okay, so the number one, and what is the task list, okay, and what is the description of that, and this is belongs to which product. Okay, so you can able to see the product also, so maybe financials, etc. So sometimes what happens, so the task list is the common. For example, if just now we saw the calendar, right? So this is you can able to create from financials, at the same time you can create the from the order management, but the owner is the same. Owner is the only one person you can, I can able to say. For example, you are going to create any calendars, the owner is the financial reporting structure, not GL also. Okay, so that's what. So this is belongs to which product? So financial. So offerings, not product means offering here. Okay, so you can able to see, is it required setup? Yes. If it is not required, conditionally required, or mandatory. Conditionally required means if the customer wants to use that functionality, okay, then in this case the setup is mandatory, otherwise not mandatory. So that one you can call it as a conditional. Okay, And next one is the scope, business object. What is the status of the task? Who is the owner of that? Okay, so you can able to see the owner also. For example, we assign this one, so you are able to see the our username. Okay, so this is the report for each offering wise. Okay, not at the project level. So this is the way you can see the output report status. Okay, so if you want to see the report at the project level, then you can go to overview. Just click the overview here. So this is the project report to submit the higher up officials. Okay, so how many tasks are there? So this is nothing but your project name and how many tasks are there, how many are assigned tasks are there. So you can able to see that. So what is the status of that? So what is the status of the project? So right now it is in in progress. And to whom you are assigned, so this is nothing but our user. Okay, so for example, you are assigning 2 or 3 persons, so you can able to see that one also. So this is just like a diagram and dashboard. Okay, and if you're coming to task list, task wise. Okay, so you can able to see the each task wise also. Okay, so order management task and everything you can able to see. If you click the financials here, you can able to see all the financial tasks. Okay, so these are the activities. Bank accounts are defined or not, common applications are defined or not. So these are the different tasks. Okay, you can able to track that like that. And resource wise, if you want to see the report, your project report, who is assigned, so how still which resource is pending, and you can able to see here. So right now only I have assigned, right? So that's why it's showing only this color. Okay, so you can able to see the resource name FinCloud. Okay, these are the all assigned to FinCloud user. Okay, and next one is assignment details. Okay, so this is the way. So if you want to again reassign, you can do the reassign. For example, in future, maybe the consultant, maybe he got resigned from the company and there is one more new consultant came, then in this case what happens? So you can give the KT to the consultant. Right, so the same way you can reassign it to the new consultant who is joined the consultant, right? So for that particular roles and responsibilities, you can give that. So this is the purpose of your reassign task. So is it fine? So now I'm going to close this window. Okay, so anyone have any doubts? Is it fine? So all fields are okay, right?
Yes, clear.
So if you want to, this is the way you can. So yesterday I have created projects. Okay, I am not explain all this one because of Harry. So that's why I came again. Okay. So now I'm coming to next one. So which is part of our chart of accounts. So coming back to our sheet, which is our sheet. 1 minute. Let me close unnecessary sheets. Okay. And this is the chart of accounts. Yesterday we covered the flexible. What is the flexible? Flexible is the which is to capture the mandatory and not mandatory. And three types of flexible is there. Key is the mandatory, descriptive is not mandatory, and extensible flexible also is like a similar to descriptive flexible. Okay. And what is next one? What is the flexible? Combination of segment. Okay. So coming to our sheet, previous sheet. This is working sheet. Okay, 1 minute. We have one more sheet, right? Yeah, this is the one. So this is the one. So we have completed date and calendar and chart of accounts. Right now we're doing in the chart of accounts. Okay. So flexifield. So before creating flexifields, so we need the structure and all. So let's go to our current sheet. So flexible is completed. Now I'm going to create the value set. What is the value set? Value set is the nothing but combination of values. So okay, so for example, if you're coming to this sheet, okay, I have a two accounts. I have a three accounts here. Okay, so three accounts I can assign to one value set. So I will create one value set and I can define the all the my accounts here. So that is the value set. Okay, combination of values. Simple combination of value set. So before creating your chart of accounts, we need to create the setup. First, you have to create the value set, and next one is you have to create the chart of account structure, and next one is that you have to create the segments and assign to segment labels to segments. We will see each and everything. So this is the final step. So first we will create the, so anyway flexible, you know, so which flexible we want to use to create the chart of accounts. What is the flexible name? Accounting key flexible, which is the mandatory. Okay, just go to, so go to financial reporting structure here. Okay, so go to manage chart of account structure. So you have to come to here. So I'm going to create my chart of account structure now. So which application? Accounting flexibility, the which belongs to which application? General ledger application. Okay, so just click search button here. So this is my application and this is my key flexible. What is the flexible name? Accounting flexible. So that's what I am telling here. So accounting key flexible is the mandatory while creating your chart of accounts. Okay. And this is just, you can go to manage structure and you will create the structure and all. So before that, we need to create, what is that? Value set. Okay. So now I am coming to create the value set. Okay. Go to, click the, just click done button. Go to value set, manage chart of account, value set. Okay. Just click here. This is for searching button. Okay, so now I'm going to create the new one, right? Just click the new one and you can give the name fin.cloud underscore. I'm going to create value set for my company segment. So fin.com, this one. Just you can give the description same as this one, no issue. Okay, and this is belongs to which module? General ledger. So you can select as a general ledger. And what is the validation type? Okay, so we have a different types of validations are there, right? So before creating our value set, see, these are the different validations are there. So one is the independent and one is the dependent and format subset all. Okay, for example, so if I am coming to again the same sheet, I have a one segment called product. Okay, I have a one segment called product. So again I have one more segment called sub product. So subproduct. Okay, so my product is, let me enter here. 1 minute. So we have two segments, which is the one is the product segment and one is the sub-product segment. So product is the electron electricals if I am selecting as my products. Okay, and so I have a all related to electrical items. I can enter as a sub-product also. In this case, what happened? My sub-product segment is a, my product segment is a independent. It is a independent value set because it's not depending on any other segment. In this case, we can create as a independent. If you are creating sub-products, so what happened? It is a depending on the product segment. It is depending on the product segment. So in this case, what we need to do? So we have to create as your value set for the sub product is a dependent. So it is dependent on your product segment. Okay. So this is the difference. So this remaining other technical purpose they can use that. Okay. So as functional point of view, so these two only main. So table and all like a calculation purpose in SQL and all they can use that. Okay. For example, if you're selecting as a table, so it will ask all the information related to SQL. So they have to write the query and they can assign here. Okay, it's not required for functional point of view. So mostly you can create the independent or dependent. Okay, and what is the value set? So how do you want to see your values? Is it character or is it number or is it date and time? So normally you will treat as a character only. Okay, all star indicators are mandatory. All star indicators are mandatory. And are you going to use the security? So this is a one more concept called security rules. So we'll come back again for this. Okay, right now just you can leave it that. Okay, and the next one is this one also will come back again. And what is the value subtype? So you can select as a text I want to enter, or you want to enter number, or you want to enter translated text. For example, if you are going to implement any China company, in this case, what we need to do, so we have to select as a translated text because they don't know English. Many people, they don't know English, right? So in this case, they can translate into their local language. So in this, if you have any like that requirement, then you have to select as a translated text also, so it will automatically show that. Okay, but again, this one we have some different patches are there from Oracle side, we need to apply that. Okay, so normally not required, so just take as a text. Okay, and what is the maximum length? So here, what is the maximum length of this segment? If I'm coming to this one, okay, again we have a segment. So what is that? Company segments. I want to maintain my character size 3101. So how many characters are there? 3 characters. So if your company wants to only 3 characters, then you can give the size is the 3. So what happens? So you can enter only 3 characters, 101, 201, so whatever. Only 3 characters you can enter. For example, if you are entering as a 6, for example, if you want to create the account segment, okay, how many characters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this case, you have to enter 5. Okay, so this is one time setup. So in maybe customer wants to change in future, it's not possible. So that's what, before creating your chart of accounts, we have to be careful with the customer. Okay, so once you deployed the chart of accounts, once you assign the chart of accounts to your ledger, so we cannot do anything. So that's what I'm telling. So this is the size up. For example, if we are going to define value set for your department, so in this case, what is that? How many are there characters? What is the value set size here? Anyone can tell? So I'm going to define my department. Okay, department segment. What is the my value set size as per the sheet? No one is responding.
Giving in numbers or
See, this is the characters. One,
Characters.
2, 3.
Three.
I'm not telling
Three.
about number. 3 characters, right?
Yeah, three languages.
Characters.
Yeah. So three characters we have to enter. Okay. So right now I'm taking as 4 for my company segment. Okay. So not like this. So I want to enter one more. Okay. So like this, for example, like this, 1010. So whatever, maybe you can start any number, no problem, but characters are 4. And what is the minimum value and what is the maximum value? So you can enter. For example, I want to enter from 1000 to 10,000. So minimum is my 1000. So I can start my entering all company names with the 1000 as a code, and maximum I can enter up to 10,000. So like this, which is not mandatory, but just I'm telling upper cases only. So do you want to enter all the companies as upper cases? Okay, so right now we have a small, right? So if you want to create as a upper one, so if you are enabling like this, it will create. It will create like this. If you are not enabling, then whatever you are entering, it will take that. And zero fill, for example, if you are enabling zero fill, what happens? For example, my company is a, I have entered my company is a 4 characters, right? But I am entering only 3 characters here. Okay, so for example, I am entering only 3 characters here. Still its system will take, okay, because your maximum size is the 4. Your maximum size is the 4. That means length, maximum length is the 4. Still system will take. But if you are selecting as a zero field, so then what happened? The system will automatically add the 0 for to justify the number. Okay, is it fine? So it's completely depends on your requirement. Okay, so the value set is fine. Anyone have doubt?
yeah, in the validation type, there is one option format only. Can you repeat that? What's the meaning of that? Validation type. Format only.
Yeah, this is also there, format only. Like this is all are for technical purpose actually. Okay, So like they based on the conditions, you can use that format. Actually, it is not there in the article. It is a new one. So for functional point of view, these two are there enough. Okay.
Dependent, independent.
Yeah. So next one. Everyone is fine with this form.
Yes, sir.
So the same way how to create for one more all the segments for all value sets. So how many segments are there? We have a company segment, account, department, product, and support. So you have to create for five segments and five value sets. Okay, just you can save and close, and again come to save. So I'm not explaining, just I'm going. So in the meanwhile, if anyone have doubts, please raise your voice. So in the meanwhile, I am also create. Okay. Anyone today topic or yesterday topic? So I want to my department for character sets. Okay. So this is my account segment.
Sir, before it was for a company, now it's for accounts, no, sir?
No, there is no any sequence here. So once you start the creating your segments, then you can able to see the sequence. Right now you can create anything. Okay, no issue. Just I'm configuring. So there is no sequence as of now. Just I'm creating. Okay.
Okay.
So once we create the segment, we can't edit, modify
So
it,
once
right?
you
That's
create the
okay.
segment, you cannot change the value set of length.
Okay, so we can't change it.
Correct.
Okay. So even can we delete it and recreate it like that?
No. This is one-time setup. That's what I'm telling. So you cannot delete and you cannot change.
Okay. Suppose if I created a company with my length is 3, suppose, then decided is required 4 and next discussion maybe.
No. That's what I'm telling. Before creating sort of accounts, you have to be careful.
We have to finalize and create it. That's it.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
have to take the approval from the customer, and then only you can define.
Okay.
Because afterward we start is storing the data in it and doing the transactions. So that's
Correct.
why we can.
So once you start the entering the transaction, so now you are going to create one more segment. Then what happens? So the system will come to unconstancy. Okay. So even Oracle also not support for that. So see, I'm entering wrong actually. So it's asking policy. Oh, already there account. Okay. So it's telling me.
That one.
Yeah. I
What
already
happens is
created. So just you can create a product.
department is there.
Yeah, department I created. Okay. So
So
the
but
same value set I can share to many ledgers. The next point is the same value set I can share to many ledgers. For example, I have a two businesses. My two businesses they wants to use the different ledgers. One business from India and one business from here. So they are using the different ledgers. In this case, I can use the same value set if I want. So there is no any restriction on that. Okay. And let me create one more. So star indicators are mandatory, remaining are not mandatory, but better to enter. Okay. And so remaining is the same. So everything is the same. So there is no any difference for each segment value set. Value set is the common setup for all the segments. Just I have created few. Just you can save it and close. Just you can search it now. How many are we created? Just you can go to fin and enter the percentage. So how many you created? Company. Oh, like us, many people create. Okay. Okay, no problem. Our name is complete. Will enter.
Yeah, this is the one. My doubt is in development or in training region.
Yeah,
Instead,
yeah. So this is a
multiple people
training.
will
So
create multiple segments. So keep existing system. We can't clear it out, right?
no, no. So if you are why we need to clear that? Okay. So, but if you are coming to real time, so not like that, right? For each company, they are taking subscription. So whatever is there, you can able to see that data only. So this is ours. Okay. So you have to maintain one prefix name prefix so that you can easily identify. So if you are using, if you are entering ledger name is the different, value set is the name different, then in this case, it is somehow difficult. Okay. So we have to remember the all the. So we have created department, okay, company, product, sub-product, and future also. So we need to create one more value set for future. For example, so just now, right? So we discussed it, right? So maybe in future he wants to create one more segment. The customer wants to use the one more segment. In this case, now only you can create the future segment, and after some time, so whenever the customer wants to use that, they can use that. That is the purpose of future segment. Okay.
For our safety, we will be create and keep it that. No?
Yeah, correct. So,
In future,
so
we can
I'm
use it.
for future segment right now. I'm not going to use. Just I can give as a default value. One default value I can use, and after maybe in future business wants to use one more segment, so then I can use the future segment.
Only
So
name.
yeah, so that I can change the naming also. You can change the naming also. Okay.
But setup which we are giving, that once we will be saved, we cannot edit that.
Yeah, yeah. So for example, I am not define any future segment. In this case, the customer don't use any future segment. In after some time, the customer wants to create one more segment, but right now at the time of setup, I am not created any future segment. Then no, directly you can set no. So normally in real time projects, they can use the two future segments like G whatever. So they will use the two future segments. Okay. So right now I'm taking only one future. It completely depends on your business requirements, how many future segments they need. So you have to consult with the our IT manager. So who is from a business, so they can tell that. Okay. So chart of account designing is not a small matter actually. So all higher officials will include that. Okay. And in the real time also, normally who is the freshers, right? So 2 3 4 years experience, so they will not participate in the these decisions. Okay, so only leads or project managers can do.
And if we give this one a maximum length instead of 4, I will be put at 6.
Yeah, you can put it, no issue.
No issue. No?
Yeah, no issue. System can allow. I think 250 characters or 350 characters system will allow. But problem is what you know. So while taking any report, what happened? So it will come like this. For example, you are taking as a
Extra zeros.
this segment, it will come like up to M column.
Okay.
Only one segment. Okay, so maybe print while doing printing and all reports, it's very difficult for us. So we have created value set. Okay, so now we'll see, once you create the value set, what can I modify, what I can't modify. Just to click the edit button here. Just you can check that. Sorry, why I'm deleting. Sorry. 1 minute, sorry. I deleted one value set unnecessarily.
Future.
Yeah. So instead of edit, I click the delete. No issue. So initially we'll go very slowly. Okay, don't worry. So once you convert in the product, then we'll go. Just save and close. Okay, so coming to edit button now. See, once you save the value set, so I can change my name. Okay, and this
Description.
and we cannot change the validation type. We cannot change the data type also. We have to remember. And if you want to increase the value set size, you can increase, but you cannot decrease the value set size. Okay. So while creating your practice purpose, just you can try all these points. So this is the way you can do. Just going to just creating chart of accounts value set. If you go next step, that's not work good. Because in the interview, they will ask you, can I change my validation type in the value set? Because you don't know. So just you enter the value set and you save it and you move to next step. So this is the way. So you have to come back and again what I can do, just what I can change, I can't change. So you have to just check it. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here, so validation type you cannot change once you create the value set. Okay. And the same way character also. And remaining okay. Remaining is okay. So remaining whatever you want to do, you can do that. So is it fine? So can I close the value set now? So what is next one? So we have a created value set. Next is the chart of account structure. Chart of account structure, this one. Okay. So how to go to create the chart of account structure? Cancel this. Okay, go to manage chart of account structure. So if you want to go to from project also you can go. So go to manage implementation project and select your project. Okay, select your project and go to financials. Okay, and just come to here, financial enterprise. Here reporting structure is there, so you have to go to reporting structure. Yeah, so this is the one. So because the chart of account belongs to reporting structure. Okay, so come to here, define the chart of accounts and manage chart of accounts value set. You can create, able to create here. Okay, you want to create structure, just you can go to task. Okay, so both ways you can go. Now, so to create chart of accounts, so I need to select which application. Anyone can tell?
General
Ledger.
General ledger. What is the flexible name?
flexible.
Accounting key flexible. Okay, so just application is there, general ledger, and just you can click. So the flexibles are pre-defined, which is from Oracle. So no need to create anything. Okay, so it is a all key flexibles are pre-defined from Oracle. So now what happened? Just click the manage structure. Just click the manage structure here. I'm going to create my structure. So just this is for searching button and go to click the create button. And now the structure codes. What is our structure code? So I want to give as a fin cloud COA. That means chart of accounts. Okay, so I can give my structure name like this, and you can give the name, description also you can give, and this is like a delimiter. So for example, this is my coming back to our sheet, this one. Yeah, so for example, if you see that, so this is the code combination I can tell. So company segment, and next is the account segment, and next is the department. So here what is there, comma or full stop or hyphen, so right, so this is the way, so which one you want to delimiter. So this is the way, so I want to, okay, and now come to create our segments. Just you can save it, so now you are unable to see this, right? Just you can save this, and you can able to create our segment. So what is the error here? So another user holds the log. Okay, so okay, just come back again, because this is one time setup, every user is there, right? So because that's why if anyone is working, then we can't work actually.
Sir, we have only one mandatory flex field, accounting flex field, or we have more than one?
So in the GL we have only one accounting flexible.
And for other modules also we have like APAR or no?
No, AP we don't have any flexibles. AR we have, FA we have. So right now we're concentrating on only AP, sorry, GL. Okay. So we don't have any flexibles for this one, AP. So we have in FA and others. Yeah. So now, just going to create my segments now. So what is my first segment? So now we have to create here segment sequence and all. So just you can create our, enter the segment name. Okay, fin dot cloud underscore company. So this is my company segment. Okay, this is for API name, which is our reporting tools can use the same name while their S-based database and all. Okay, so it automatically default for our segment code. Okay, just you come to name and description, and this is the sequence number. Okay, so what is my first segment? Also, as per the sheet, if you are coming to the sheet, my first segment is company. So you can give the one segment. Okay, and this is like a prompt. How do you want to see the name and all? So you can give the same name. So if you want to change also, you can give like full detail and all. Okay, this is short prompt. Are you going to use the segments in future? Yes, you can enable. Okay, why this is there? Why this enable checkbox is there? For example, at the time of implementation, maybe some users has created wrong in the test instance. Okay, these are all setups will do in the test instance. How many instances are there in the real-time project? Anyone can tell?
Development, test and
Only
production.
Yes, right. But in the SaaS model, so the Oracle is providing only two instances. One is the test and one is the production. Okay. Still, if you want to use that, you want to have a requirement for development, then you can has to pay some extra money, I think. Okay. So right now, whatever I'm working, so I have only two instances, which is my SaaS model. Okay. Because that's what I'm telling. Yesterday, I explained also why we not require development. Because in the SaaS model, there is
There
no
is
any
no-
customizations. Correct? So in the no customizations means no need to any development activity. So small customizations are like reports and third party integrations are there. Still that one you can do in the test instance also. Okay. And what is the display width? So how many characters you want to display? Just you can give that. And this is nothing but your, what is that range? So low or this is just leave it. Okay. Low range or high range. And what is this column name? So here you can select the segment 1. So minimum is the 2 segments and maximum is the 30 segments you can do that. But in the real-time projects, mostly companies are using from 7 to 11 segments. Okay, they're using mostly 7 to 11. If you're taking any project, so mostly 7 to 11 only, it will be there. So this is my segment 1. Okay, sequence 1. I want to display my segment 1 is the first one. So sequence number is this, and this is for your segment number. And just now I have created the value set, right? So just you can assign the value set here. So what is my value set name? Pin. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you can give the full name. No issue. So this is our value set. Just I am creating my value set. Still I am not entered any values. Okay. And what is this? This is called segment labels. Segment labels are used to identify the segments. Okay. Segment labels are used to identify the segments. That means this is company segment. How the system will understand this is company segment, or this is department segment, or this is the account segment. Okay. So we have a difference in the segments also. For example, I am going to create this one. If you are coming to this sheet again, okay, how the system will understand while doing configuration. For example, account segment is the different because we have a different types of accounts: salary account, cash account. Again, in the salary account, what happened? Salary is nothing but your expenditure, and cash account is nothing but your asset. But company, we don't have any that type of accounts, right? So because this is the company segment. So that's what I'm telling. Segment labels are used to identify the segments. Okay. So just by assigning the segment labels to your segment, so I can tell that this is my company segment. For example, I have created some wrong account segment here, and I assign the company segment qualifier. Then the system will tell that this is a company segment only, but name is the account, but system can identify that this is the company segment only. Okay. So be careful while assigning the segment labels. Okay. So what is my segment label for my company segment here? The name is primary balancing segment. Okay, so the name is primary balancing segment. For company segment, you have to assign the label called primary segment. So if anyone knows R12, so you can call it as a flexible qualifiers. Okay. So I'm not comparing always R12 to cloud. So if anyone knows R12, then. So by assigning this segment qualifier, this segment label to this segment, what system can do? Okay, so for example, coming to same sheet again. So now we have a account which is our salary account for 101, and this is my department code, etc., etc. This is my debit account, and thus again I'm coming to cash account. So this is my cash account. So debit company and our credit company the same. Only here difference is account. This is our salary account and this is our cash account, but company is the same. So in this case, what happened? So it is balancing the accounting entries for your company level. So if you are try to enter the 1 or 2 here, then what happened? It is a intercompany transactions, because your debit company, your credit company is not equal, it's not balancing. So always we need the balancing at the time of creating trial balance. Okay. So by assigning this qualifier to your company segment, it is balancing your entries from your debit and credit. Is it?
And only one segment will be balance, will be the qualifier, right?
Can you repeat again? Sorry.
Only one segment can be the qualifier.
One no. One segment will no. I'm not getting actually.
Like only company segment is the one which will balance both debit and credit, right?
Correct.
This is the
Correct. Exactly. So company segment only can balancing the entries. Right.
So you mean
So
it is
that like that
written?
for each segment we have a different qualifiers.
Yeah.
For company
So-
segment we have a qualifier name called balancing. So we need to balancing. For only company only we need to balancing. Remaining segments not required.
Okay, so that means it is the retained earnings if
No. Return earnings is nothing but what happened? Your
So-
net income and your net expenditure, whatever
Correct,
is there
yeah.
in the period end, it will transfer to the next year while opening the next year period,
Yeah,
right?
so yeah, but see, both are not same, this balancing segment and the
No.
other thing.
This
Okay.
this is for entries. That is different. That will come later while creating ledger.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
anyone have doubt? So can I move to next one? So company segment is okay. Yeah, I hope everyone okay. Just save and close. What is this? It's context string. Okay, so some character is there. I think so because of this underscore is not allowing. Yeah, so we have a problem here. Someone is using the same form actually. That's why we're getting same instance. Okay, same issue. So this is fine. So anyway, after this session, I will define again. I'm going to next one. So I'm not saving. So the same way I have to do same. Okay. So someone is compiling the flexible structure. So yeah, this is the problem actually. Okay. And if you're coming to next segment, okay. What is that? Next segment is the account segment. Okay. So for example, I want to maintain my account segment as a true. Okay. So you can give that name and sequence number is second segment. Okay. And this is fine, this is also fine, and just you can display with these 6 characters you can, and this is my segment 2. So you can able to select here. See, one is gone because already we assigned to, that's why we're not able to see one segment here. So you can, so that means what happens, for the same segment you cannot use the same segment, for the same segment code you cannot use the same segment. Okay. And I want to maintain my segment to add the account. So just you can get. So remaining the same. So you can assign the value set here. So what is my value set? Fin dot cloud. Okay. So this is my account value set. Okay. So next is the what is the qualifier? So for account segment you have to assign which qualifier? Natural accounts. So for account segment you have to assign the qualifier is natural account. So what happened by assigning this qualifier natural account, the system will identify this is the account segment. So what is the natural account? Just simple. Natural account is nothing but nature of the account. What is the nature of the account? Salary account is the which nature? It is always expense account. Cash account is the which nature? What is the nature of the cash account? It is a asset account. Okay. And if you are coming to revenue, so what is the nature of the account? Revenue. Okay. Liability. If you are coming to any liability, now what is the nature? Okay. If you are coming to rent, what is the nature of the account? Rent is the expense. Okay. So that's what, before going to create the chart of accounts, so I will share one document, very simple document. Okay. Just you can read that. Okay. Where is that? So it's like just 10 pages document, I think. So what is the debit? What is the credit? Okay. What are the type? What is the account nature? Okay. So just you can check it that one. So just I'm sharing this to Satish, so you can you can send to you. So just very simple document. What is the accounting basic? Okay. So see what are the types of asset is the one type. Okay. Cash account, cars, buildings, machinery, furniture, and what is the liability types of accounts? Okay, loans to bank, and what is the owner's equity. Okay, so just you try to read this document. Okay, just 10 pages document only. Okay, so what are the balance sheet accounts and what are the P&L accounts? Very basic knowledge. Okay, just I'm sharing to Satish. Just you can try to answer. Okay, so again I'm coming to our setup now. So by assigning this qualifier, what happened? So I can tell that this is the account segment. Okay, so by assigning this net, is it fine? So can I move to next one?
Yes.
Account segment is fine. Please respond. So anyone?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So just make noises. Okay, then so that I can understand. So you were following or not following? How can I know? Just now coming to next one. So which is my next segment? Cost center or department, whatever. So this is my third segment. Okay, and display width is 4. So whatever. So what is my, this is segment 3.
Three.
Yeah. So minimum 2 is the mandatory. If you want to implement any project, minimum 2 segments are the mandatory. What are the minimum 2?
From account.
One is the company segment, which is your balancing, and one is the account segment. And remaining are not mandatory. Still, as per your requirement, business requirement, you can define that. What is the segment deciding factor in the real time? Okay, what is the segment deciding factors? For example, I'm going to define any future segment. What happens? So I'm going to use I have a requirement for future segment. So that's why I'm going to define that. For example, you are defining as a product segment. So then I want to track my revenue at the product level. So then I have to define the product. So segments is like a to use for your entering transactions at the same time reporting also, not only entering transactions. So how do you want to send your reports to higher authorities? Okay, on what basis you are sending the reports? So on what basis they will calculate the revenue and all. So by report also you can see that segment wise. So that's what I'm telling. So 2 are the mandatory, company and account. So remaining are not mandatory. Still, any company can use a minimum 7 to 9 only. Okay, so only 2 no one can use. Okay, this is for your cost center. This is nothing but a functional. It will represent our functional. Okay, so functional area of the segment for your business. Is it fine?
Yeah, sir. Similarly, we can use location wise or division wise or
Yeah, you can define number of segments, but for all the segments we don't have any segment labels. Okay, we have a segment labels for company, and we have a segment label for account, and we have a segment label for cost center. Okay, and we have a segment label for intercompany. Okay, but for not all the segments. Okay, so segment qualifiers are not mandatory for all the segments. Only company segment is the mandatory and account segment is the mandatory. For example, I'm going to define my cost center, so I am not assigning any segment table. No issue, because what are the mandatory segments? 2. So we have to assign segment tables also for the 2 segments only. So in case if we are going to define one new segment, which is as per your customer requirement, just you can create the segment and just you can save it and close it. No need to assign any segment label. Okay. But segment
okay.
labels are mandatory when only for company, account and intercompany. So like this. So whatever availability is there, just you can assign the segment table. If not available, then what we can do? So just you can define the segment and leave it. That's it. Is it fine? So can I move to next one?
Yes, sir.
So what is the account types actually? So we are coming to natural account and all. So we'll see at the time of while creating the values and all. Okay.
Sir, if we have business unit mentioned in our enterprise configuration, so same business units also can be add as a segments?
No, business unit is the different and segment is the different. So the segment is part of your ledger. The segment is part of our chart of accounts, and chart of accounts is the part of our ledger, and ledger is part of our legal entity, and legal entity is part of our busy BU. So there is so much link is there.
Yeah, but business unit is same like branches of any company. If we wanted to see if we wanted to do any reporting
Right.
or analysis based on any branch.
So good question. Just one minute. Let me come to one more sheet here. See, just simple structure. So for example, we have a one chart of account structure, which is our just forget about name. Okay, and this structure is the 8 segments. Okay, and this is our Tata Enterprise. Okay, and the Tata having number of businesses. One is a healthcare business, and one is the Tata Corporate, and one is the Tata Motors. Okay, so
Yes.
each business they are going to use the same ledger. No, maybe if they want to use the same ledger also they can use, maybe may not be used, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the way actually you have to define. Maybe for example healthcare they want to only 5 segments. Okay,
Okay.
for example if you are coming to Tata Corporate, so they want to only 6 segments.
So ledger is coming under under business unit.
Right,
Tata
exactly.
Healthcare.
No, business unit is nothing but where the transaction happens. Okay, so for example this is not related to chapter now, so again no problem, I'm coming back again. Okay, see, this is our legal entity, this is our business group, enterprise. Okay, whatever. And one enterprise can have multiple legal entities, one from India and one from US, right? So one legal entity can have multiple business units, one from
Right.
Hyderabad, one from Chennai. So
Yes.
right now what happens for the legal entity level, for the ledger I am assigning here. So that means for this legal entity I am going to use the same ledger.
Yeah.
So but I can operate my operations from business unit from Hyderabad and at the same time Chennai also. This one
Yeah.
we'll see later at the time of enterprise structure, not now. Okay. So
Yeah,
just
yes.
now concentrate on the chart of accounts and instance. Okay.
Okay.
So is it fine today? So tomorrow we'll continue. So anyone can have any doubts, please raise. So still you are not completed chart of accounts today. Okay. Maybe tomorrow we'll complete the chart of accounts. Anyone about chart of accounts? I hope everyone is fine. No doubts? Okay, fine, no issue. So remaining defining the segments will continue tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow means Monday. Okay, next Monday we'll continue. So try to do practice every day regularly. Okay. So bye for the day. So next Monday we'll meet. Okay, bye.
Okay, sir. Thank
Thanks
you.
for the day. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.